Hi, welcome to this class. It's going to be a 45-minute class and we'll flow through a lovely vinyasa style class with a main focus on arms, strengthening, lengthening, and building in flexibility for arms and shoulders. So you will find it very helpful to have a yoga strap belt. It could be a dressing gown belt. It could be a towel. Anything that you can use that you can, if it's in a loop like mine, then you would just open it up. And so you can have it with your arms fully extended because we're going to be doing some nice shoulder rotation stuff. So enjoy the class, have fun. We will come to lying down and we will make a start. So bring your knees together and your feet mat width. Come to lying on your backs. Just gently tuck your shoulders in underneath you. Relax the hips down. And you'll find as you relax the hips down that your lower back might arch up, lifting off the mat a little bit. So the goal when we're lying down is to try and engage your Uddiyana Bandha. Draw the muscles up and in. And imprint your lower back. Not kind of 100% imprint, because then your bottom's going to lift, but just a little bit. Arms are just by your side to start off with. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill the lungs and exhale through the nose. Release the shoulders down. Deep inhale through the nose. And out through the nose. Relax your arms, your legs. In through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Release those shoulders. And then taking hold of your yoga block. Hi, Anne, nice to see you. So taking hold of your yoga block, bring it between your hands with your palms kind of on the short edges. So your block is held between the two palms. On your next inhale, start to lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze against the block. I want you to feel your arm muscles, shoulder muscles engaging. Draw your belly button up and in and slowly start to bring the block down overhead. You might need to, like me, make sure you've got room overhead. Bringing it down as far as it will go. And then pausing here. Next inhale, engage Uddiyana Bandha, bringing the block back up to the ceiling. Inhale, overhead. Don't forget, squeeze the sides of the block, keep the arms engaged. And exhale, bringing it up. Now imprint your lower back into the mat, fire up your core, lift one leg, lift the other leg, bring the knees together, the feet together. Make sure your feet are at knee height and knees are over hips. Now let's just do the legs on their own, but keep the pressure on the block, keep pushing it with your hands. As you inhale, extend one leg long, point the toe away from you. As you exhale, bring it back. Other side, inhale long and exhale coming in. On the next leg, as you extend, maybe bringing the leg down a bit lower. Now that's going to be much stronger on your core, so do take care. So inhaling, extend, and exhale coming in. Let's do arms and legs. Inhale, one leg long, arms come overhead, gripping the block. And exhale, slowly coming back. Inhale, extend, reach the arms, squeeze the block. And exhale, coming in. 2 more times on each side. Inhale, length. Can you bring that leg down lower? Exhale, back. Inhale, really point the toe away. And exhale, coming in. Both legs much stronger, so take care with your lower back. Draw your belly button up and in, imprint your lower back. And don't bring the legs down so low when it's 2 legs, because it is much harder. We're also lifting head and shoulders. So on your next inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the head, reach the arms up high. And then reaching out legs and arms, and inhale back in. Exhale, sorry. Inhale long and exhale back in. 3 more times. Inhale, point the toes away. Exhale in. 2 more to go. Inhale long. Exhale back. Last time. Push the toes away. Reach the arms long. Inhale in. Release head and shoulders. Pop the block to one side. Wrap your arms behind your thighs. And take a little rock and roll from side to side, massaging the lower back. Turning the head as well, really easing out any lower back tension. Anything where we raise the legs like that and head and shoulders does put strain on your lower back, but it does strengthen it. And then pausing here. Take the block one more time, and this time you're going to put it between your knees. So on the thinnest setting, so it's kind of between your knees and your calves and shins. Reset yourself, T-shape your arms. Make sure you've got space around you. Now I can see that my feet are too high, so I need to bring my feet down to get that lovely 90-degree bend. Squeeze the block between your knees. Squeeze it quite hard so you feel your inner thigh muscles engaging. Reset your lower back, draw belly button up and in. And first of all, just start to bring the legs to one side, doesn't matter which side. And the opposite hip will lift, but we're not coming all the way down. Pause and inhale, back to center. Other side. Keep squeezing the block between your legs as you come down about halfway. And then back to center. Back to the first side, coming about halfway. Now extend the top leg, point the toes. Bend the knee and back to center to the other side. Don't let opposite shoulder lift. Extend the top leg, point the toes. Bend and coming back. Back to the other side, and we're going to pause here for a while. Extend the top leg. Now make sure the opposite shoulder doesn't lift. Keep pushing it down for 3, for 2, for 1. Bend knee, back up to center, over to the other side. Don't let the opposite shoulder lift. Extend the top leg, point the toes. Push both shoulders into the mat for another 3, another 2, another 1. Bend knee, coming back to center. Remove the block, and this time wrap your arms around the front of your shins. Hug them into the chest. And once more, a lovely rock from side to side, turning your head as well, maybe. And then pause. Flex those feet. Without lifting your head and shoulders, see if you can reach the outer edges of your feet. And then lift the feet up. Slide the knees to the armpit, taking a happy baby, and rock from side to side, again turning the head as well, if that feels nice for you. Easing it out. And then pause. Release the feet, hands behind the thighs as you rock and roll up and down your spine, coming up to your cross-legged seat pose. And find your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Hands resting gently on the knees, and make sure your yoga strap is nearby, because we're going to be using our straps, and you don't want it in a loop, you want it nice and long. Just kind of have that in front of you for now. Hands on the knees, drawing belly button up and in. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. As you exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, lengthen to your neck. Can you reach your head a little higher? Exhale, relax those shoulders even more. On your next inhale, start to lift the arms out to shoulder height, and then start bringing them up. And remember, pull the shoulders down as the arms lift overhead, and then draw hands down to heart center. Inhale wide, lifting on the same inhale, and exhale, Hands coming down, pull belly button up and in at the same time. One more time. And exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands, draw the shoulders forwards and up, back and down. Inhaling forwards and up, exhale back and down. Nice big rolls, change direction, back and up, forwards and down. Squeezing, nothing else should be moving, just your shoulder blades, the tops of your shoulders, and then pause. Let's just do one shoulder. So just the right shoulder, moving slowly. Feel the articulation of the shoulder as it moves. And then just the left. And it's the shoulder that's doing all the work, not the arm, not the hand. Nothing else is moving. And then pause. Bring your hands behind you, fingers pointing forwards. First of all, we're just going to lean back. So you're going to lean back and bring your knees as flat to the mat as you can. Push into your arms, get your arms super straight, super long, and just look up to the ceiling. Breathing here. Stay here, or if you want to take it deeper, start to lift up to your knees, lift the hips up, and maybe take a little look behind you. Keep pushing the hips up. And then slowly, slowly release. Bring the hands in front of you. Start to walk them forward. Stay on your fingertips. Pause. Reset your spine nice and long. Neck is nice and long. Walk them a tiny bit further. Pause. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. Creep them further forwards. And then exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Breathing here. Every inhale, can the fingers creep forward a tiny bit more? Every exhale, can you lower your forehead closer to the mat? Inhaling length and exhale, folding lower. One more inhale. And exhale, lowering your forehead. And on your next inhale, lift your head, walk your hands back towards you, bring them behind you, leaning backwards, staying here or lifting hips, arching up, looking up, staying for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release your bottom to the mat. And let's come to our strap. So first of all, I want you to just grab your strap and then see how wide your hands can come on the strap. And you'll need to adjust it as we move through this. So I know I need to bring my hands just a little bit in, because what we're going to be doing is having the strap resting. On your inhale, you're going to pull the strap really tightly, start to lift it above your head. And on the exhale, lowering down behind you, bringing the strap behind your lower back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Pull belly button up and in, inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling and exhaling. So far, so easy. So now, challenge yourself a bit more. Bring your hands a little bit closer together. And then just pull really quite hard on the strap. Reset your belly button, shoulders are down. Inhale, coming forwards and up. And exhale, harder with the hands closer together. Releasing behind you. Try not to lean forward. Bring your hands maybe a bit wider, because if you're leaning forward at this stage, you're not getting the shoulder articulation. So have them a tiny bit wider maybe. Inhaling out and up. And exhaling down behind you. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And maybe just a couple with your hands even closer together. Inhale up. Whoa. Exhale down. That's strong on the chest and the upper arms. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Release the strap. Bring one arm in front of you. Take hold of the fingers. Pull the fingers back and stretch out the inner wrist and the front of your arm. This should feel quite nice. And release. Other arm, pulling the fingers back, push the wrist away, straightening the arm. Nice. And release. Bring the right arm out, left arm underneath it. Draw the arm to the left and look over that right shoulder. Don't forget, keep your spine nice and straight. Pull your belly button up and in. And release to other side. Right arm under left. Arm goes to the right, head turns to the left. And release. Bring the hands to heart center. We're working arms, so let's think about straightening those arms as straight as you can. Interlace your fingers. If, like me, you're wearing rings, sometimes it helps to swivel the rings away so you're not pushing against them. So push the palms away, pull the shoulders down, pull belly button up and in. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Push the palms away. Now pull the shoulders down. Folding one way. And back to center. And the other way. And back to center. Now left hand takes right wrist. Reset the biceps by the ears. Shoulders are down. Leaning, pulling on that right arm, finding a deeper stretch. And release. Right hand takes left wrist. Get the length and then coming up and over. And release the arms down. A little bit of neck mobility. Hands just resting on your knees. Get the length back into your spine. Belly pulling up and in. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, turn and look over the shoulder. That should feel nice on the opposite neck and shoulder. Inhale back to center and exhale the other way. Inhale to center. Now looking up, stretch out the front of the throat. And then lower the chin to chest. Turn your chin to one shoulder. And slowly, slowly start drawing circles with your nose and chin. Just moving the neck and the head. Ignore the crunchy sounds. And then the next time your chin is by your chest, pause, change direction. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Slowly, slowly, maybe one more big circle. And pausing here. So coming back to our arms, eagle arms. So extend your right arm out long, left arm underneath, turn the hands, taking the fingers. Inhale, lifting the elbows up towards the ceiling. And exhale, elbows in towards your belly, folding forwards as low as is comfortable for you. Inhale, lifting up, looking up. And exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, up, looking up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, up, release the arms, bring the hands behind you. Interlace fingers, squeeze those shoulders together. So back is nice and straight, neck is long, shoulders down and away from the ears. Pull the belly button up and in. And as you exhale, start to hinge forward from the hips. Arms coming up overhead and maybe forehead to the mat. Lifting those arms up and then use the arms as a lever to bring yourself back upright. Release the hands, eagle arms on the other side. Left arm on top and then taking your eagle arms. Holding onto your hands however you can grab on. My palms don't meet. I have to hold on to the thumbs. Inhale. Lift the arms looking up. And exhale, forward fold to the floor. Inhale, lift, try and get your elbows pointing to the ceiling. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, folding down. Up, release the arms, interlace them the other way around, the wrong way behind you. Squeeze the shoulders together as you lengthen the arms long behind you. Take a deep breath in, maybe looking up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, folding forwards, arms coming up and over. Squeeze the shoulders behind you. Can you lengthen the arms? And on your next inhale, bringing yourself upright, release and just bring your hands to your knees. Nice. Now reset the spine nice and long, shoulders down and away from ears. Bring your left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Get that length back in your spine as you take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, twisting to look over that shoulder. Inhale, draw belly button up and in. And exhale, turning, squeezing a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Staying where you are, release the right hand from behind you. Start bringing it up and over, bicep to the ear as you come to a fold, looking underneath the arm. Breathing here. And then you use your core to bring yourself upright, coming to the other side. Right hand, left knee. So you want the hand behind you close so the wrist is sort of touching your butt cheek. Inhale, length into your spine and exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, pull on the knee to turn a little bit more. Inhale, as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder behind you, turn the head a tiny bit more. Breathing here. And then slowly release the hand behind you. Look at the hand with your gaze as you start to come up and over, bicep to the ear. Look underneath the arm, stretching out the side of the waist. And coming upright, releasing. Hands to the mat, bringing your feet out behind you. And take all fours. Quick little cat-cow. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Check your hands are shoulder width. Lower the belly, lift tailbone. Pushing into hands and knees. Inhale, arching up, chin to chest. Exhale, releasing down, dipping the belly. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release. Inhale, up. And exhale, release. Now staying in your neutral spine. Extend right leg behind you, left arm in front of you. Engage your core as you lift arm and leg. Flying Superman pose. Push the heel away. Reach the arm really long. Finding your balance. Now don't tip the right hip up. You want your hips level. Now turn your hands so the thumb is down. Bend the knee. Reaching behind you. Take hold of the foot. Inhale. Kick the foot into the hand. And lift that knee. Breathing here. Every inhale, can you kick the foot harder into the hand? Every exhale, can you lift your knee a tiny bit more? Balancing here. Breathing here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give your hands a little pad. Release the strain on your wrists. If your wrists are hurting, you can just do our little interlacing hands and waggle the wrists. Yoga is so strong on wrists and it never seems to get any easier on the wrists. Give the hands a shake and then reset on all fours, coming to the other side. Left leg, right arm. Inhale, lift, flex that left foot, push the heel away, reach the arm. Gaze is straight down to the mat, neck is long. Now bend the knee, flip the hand, take hold of the foot. And as you lift that leg, kick against the hand. This is such a great strengthening pose for arm, shoulders, waist, leg. Inhale, push the foot against the hand. Exhale, lift that knee a little bit more. Breathing here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Perfect.
Tuck toes and coming up to a crouching dog. Push your belly and chest to your thighs. And then start extending one leg, push the heel down. And then the other leg, bending the opposite knee. And then just walk it out, stretching out hamstrings, calves, feet, ankles. And then finally coming to your down dog. Take a look at your hands. Are they shoulder width? Are your fingers spread wide? Push into every part of your hands. Can you get your chest closer to your thighs? Can you lift your hips a little bit more? Can you lower your heels closer to the mat? And then soften in the knees. Looking forward, walking up towards your hands at the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels apart. Deep fold. Rest your belly on your thighs. Keep the knees nice and soft. Start to lift the arms out to the side, and we're going to reverse swan dive. So push into the feet as you slowly roll up. Arms rotating as you come upright. Arms lifting, looking up. And hands coming back down to heart center. And next we're coming to the pose I hate, and which I suspect some of you are not that keen on. So coconut tree, working the arms and the legs, and balance. So we'll start off just easing into it. So bring your hands to your hips and just flex one foot, really flex it and release. The other foot, just stretch out the instep, and then maybe starting to walk. So you're just shifting up and down, not sideways. You need to keep your core switched on and just easing out from one side to the other. Having a wall or a door, some furniture nearby is a good idea. And then pause, bring the heels down, bring hands to heart center, interlace fingers, push the palms away. And again, just if you've got rings on, adjust your rings so you're not going to hurt your fingers. So push the palms away, pull the shoulders down, pull belly up and in. Keep the shoulders down as the arms start to lift overhead. That's your coconut tree, your palm tree arms. Really push the palms away. Straighten the arms. Try and bring the biceps to your ears, but pull the shoulders down. Now, set your belly, draw belly button up and in, and slowly shift your weight forward to the ball of your feet. And then slowly, slowly start to lift. If you're wobbly and you find it too much, bring the heels down and just work going up and coming down. Moving between the two, whatever's going to feel nice for you. The goal is to come up as high as you can on your tippy toes. Keep pushing the palms away and grow. So I want you to imagine my hand is underneath the backs of your hands, pushing your arms up further, lifting you up higher. We're going to stay here for another 10, 9, straighten the arms, 8, 7, come up a bit higher, 6, 5, 4, higher still, 3, 2, wobbling, and 1, release, and bring the heels back down. Give the shoulders a little roll one way and the other way, and a bit of a shrug, just easing out the arms. It's quite strong on your arms. So we're just going to do a couple more things while we're up, and then we're going to move to a little bit of flow with a bit more arm work. So I would like you to bring your feet hip width apart. So inner edges are parallel, and ground yourself down. We're coming to our dancer's balance. So standing on the right foot, start to bend the left foot and then bring the knees back together. Inhale, opposite arm up nice and long, and this might be enough. Just finding your balance here. Otherwise, starting to shift the weight forwards, lifting the leg behind you, reaching the arm forwards, finding your balance. For another 5, reach the arm further. Another 4, lift the foot higher. 3, 2, 1, and release. Give everything a little shake. Coming to the other side, and one side's always going to feel different to the other. Grounding the standing leg, bending the knee, taking hold of the foot. Opposite arm lifts
As you hinge forward, straightening that standing leg, reach that arm, lift the knee, finding your balance. Another 5, another 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly, slowly release. Give everything a shake. And we're going to come down through a few sun salutations. So starting off, big toes together, heels apart. Arms by your side, reaching down. Think about your little pelvic tilt, lower back, down between your butt cheeks, underneath you, and really drawing that belly up and in. Protect your lower back, lift the kneecaps, fronts of the thighs. Inhale, arms out wide, looking up, flip the palms, and exhale, swan dive, hands either side of your feet, bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift, arms along, legs along, spine is long. Exhale, fold, step both feet back, taking your plank. Because we've warmed our arms up already, we're going to go straight to chaturanga. So up on the tops of your big toes. Hug the biceps into your rib cage. And then super slowly, arms are bending forwards as you slowly lower your chest down to the mat. Inhale, up dog, knees are lifted. And exhaling, meeting in downward facing dog. Push chest to the thighs. Look forward, stepping both feet forwards to your fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. Arms reaching up, looking up, and hands to heart center. Inhaling and exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands in front of the feet and step or jump back to your plank. Flipping over onto the left arm, the left hand, left side of the feet, taking a side plank. If that's too strong for you, just bring the left knee down. Arm is reaching up, or maybe coming up, bicep to the ear. And we're going to stay here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and coming back, resetting in your plank, coming to the other side. Right hand under right shoulder, left arm lifting up, maybe bicep to the ear, or maybe lowering the right knee to the mat. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and both hands to your mat. Knees down, chest and chin lowering. Inhaling, baby cobra. Push into your hands, keep your hands where they are. Lower your hips to your heels, forehead to the mat. Inhale, coming up, shift your weight forwards in front of your wrists. Exhale, push back, child pose, extended arms. Inhale, coming forwards, shoulders in front of the wrists. And exhale, take a full child pose, lower the forearms, lower your forehead. You can bring your knees mat width if that's more comfortable. You can bring your arms behind you if that's more comfortable. Just take a few moments, breathing here. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Just focusing on your breath. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms long in front of you. Spread the fingers wide and tucking toes. We're going to come back to our downward facing dog. Left foot stays down, right leg lifting up, three-legged dog. Coming up onto your tiptoes, shift your weight forward, three-legged plank. And inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Coming forwards, right knee behind the right elbow and pause. Point the toes. And inhale, back up. Coming forwards, right knee behind left elbow. Little bit of a twist here. And coming back up. Coming forwards, right knee behind right wrist, but not on the floor. You're still keeping the leg off the floor. Inhaling back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee behind left wrist. Pause. And then push into hands, three-legged dog.
Release. Other side, left leg lifts up high. Coming forwards, left knee behind left elbow. And coming back up, three-legged dog. Twisting, left knee, right elbow. Pause. Inhale back up. Left knee, left wrist. Pause. Inhaling back up. Left knee, right wrist. Almost done with this sequence. And coming back up, three-legged dog. Release both legs to the mat. Push the heels away, walk out the dog. And then lower your knees. Flatten your feet and come to sitting back on your feet for just a moment. Our next pose we're going to take is we're going to do rabbit pose. So remembering all the rules for inversions, thinking about never ever turning your head when you're in an inversion. Hands kind of shoulder width and then coming up onto your knees and thinking about that triangle here. And again, thinking about that capital L shape with your elbows. So hinging forwards, crown of the head to the mat, adjust your arms. And you want to clamp your elbows in tightly either side of your chest. Tuck your toes, lifting up. And maybe staying here, this might be enough for you today. Or walking the toes in and popping a knee up on the top of each elbow. So most of your weight is on your legs. You can waggle your bunny ears and not on your head. Pausing here, breathing here, staying here for a little longer perhaps. Maybe coming up to a full headstand, if that's in your practice. And breathe. We're going to stay here for another 5, another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet to the mat, lower the knees, take a child pose, bring your arms behind you. That's very strong on wrists. Relax your shoulders, curl your fingers into fists and then spread them wide. Curl them in, spread them wide. Waggle your fingers, rotate your wrists. Breathing here. Completely relax down. Can you get your hips to your heels? And then lifting your head. Unroll your mat if you had it rolled up for padding. And we're just going to do a very quick dolphin, our last little bit of shoulder strengthening here. So bring your forearms to the mat and bring your hands together, interlace them. Push your little fingers, the edges of your hands and your forearms into the mat, and make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, and this might be as far as you want to go. This is quite a strong pose in itself. Or you might want to shift your weight forwards, bring your chin in front of your hands, and then pushing it back. Inhale forwards, exhale, pushing back. Inhale forwards. You can put your knees down if it's too strong. Exhale back. Just as good with your knees down. Forwards and back. One more time. Coming forwards, pushing back, and then take a child pose. One last time, just for a moment. Relax those shoulders. And then bringing your arms either side of your knees. Lift your head and shoulders. Bring your feet out from underneath you and come to sitting with legs extended. Move the flesh away from your bottoms. You can use the straps if that's more comfortable, or if you know you can grab your heels, you don't need the strap. And first of all, just get your spine nice and straight, hands resting on the thighs. Draw belly button up and in, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, arms out and up, looking up. And then bring hands shoulder width and start to hinge forwards. Pause halfway, a little waggle, and then maybe reaching for shins, ankles, or maybe the top of the feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Try and get your back as straight as you can, and then lowering the forearms, releasing nose towards the knees. Breathing here. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And on your next inhale, lift your head. Walk your hands back, point your toes away from you. The very last arm work. Fingers are forward, wrists are back as you lift up to a reverse plank. Looking up to the ceiling, pausing here. Can you lift your hips a bit higher? Staying here for another 5, another 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your bottom down. Bend the knees, bring your arms forward, C-shape your back, chin to chest, as you super slowly, using the core, lower yourself down to the mat and hug the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. A little roll from side to side, massage your back, the back of your head. And then pause here. Flex the feet, reach for the outer edges of your feet. Lift the feet to the ceiling, knees to armpits in the happy baby. And again, gentle rock, massage your back. And then pause. Bring the soles of the feet together. Feed your arms between your legs. Take hold of the outer edges of the feet. On your next inhale, lift head and shoulders. Slide your shoulders behind your knees, gazing between your legs. Can you bring the legs a bit higher? Can you get your shoulders more behind your knees? Breathing here for another 5. Pull harder on the feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release head and shoulders. Release the legs. Give them one more hug into the chest. And then release the feet to the mat with bent knees. T-shape your arms. Drop your legs, both of them going one way. Turn head the other way. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. Close your eyes. You're not going to need them for the next few minutes. Just let go of every muscle in your body. And then engage your core to bring the knees to center. And then just lowering them the other way. Head turning in the opposite direction. Relax shoulders, relax arms. Relax spine, hips, legs. Engage your core, bring the knees to center. Keep the knees bent and just heel toe your feet to the outer edges of the mat so your knees are supporting each other. Bent knees. Bring your arms to your side. Relax. Shavasana with bent knees. If it's more comfortable, of course, extend your legs long, but it's quite nice to vary it, to mix it up. Relax those shoulders down. Relax your hips. Feel your spine just sinking into the mat. Relax the arms, the wrists, your hands. Deep, slow, even breath through the nose. Relaxing on every exhale. On your next inhale, stop moving your fingers, extend your legs long, bring the feet and knees together, bringing the arms up overhead, interlace your fingers, push the palms away as you take a full body stretch, point the toes, reach the arms, and then slowly hug one knee into the chest, the other knee into the chest, give them a squeeze. rolling to one side and bringing yourselves up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Bringing the hands to heart center. Close the eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, make some noise. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. On your next inhale, bringing your hands to your forehead, to the third eye, to heart center, and namaste. Thank you for joining me.